Hello everybody, I hope you're all really well. Salut tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez tous très bien. So, the weather is crap. Il fait mauvais. And I was supposed to do a video. Alors, j'étais censé faire une vidéo. And I just can't be asked to get up. Je peux pas être foutu de me lever. So I've decided that I'm going to do it here, in bed. Alors, j'ai décidé que je vais le faire ici, au lit. So many things to do today. So many things to do today. J'ai tant de choses à faire aujourd'hui. I'm supposed to ride a horse. Je suis censé faire du cheval. I'm supposed to sow some seeds. Je suis censé semer quelques graines. Continue with the garden. Yeah. Je suis censé continuer avec le jardin. And do you know what? Clouds. Des nuages. So, I'm going to give a video about something that is such a common error in my students that I make a joke about it. And when I make this kind of joke, I think some of them are so bored of this joke now. But equally, it kind of feeds into something else which is very important, which is when we use conjunctions in English that are in the present, but in French we would then need them in the future. So this is also kind of mentally linked to the subjunctive. So for those of you that like grammar, this is a good video. For those of you that like not making mistakes when you say common stuff you say in French, this is a brilliant video. So I always tease my students because I say if you use the future in French a lot of the time, we will use the present in English. So we'll often in English say, oh, you know, when I'm tomorrow, when I arrive, I will buy you a coffee, okay? Which is talking about tomorrow. And all my students go to say, demain, quand j'arrive, je vous achèterai un café. So they use the when I arrive in the present. Can we be very, very clear that, and this is the joke I always say, which is so tedious, I always go, hey, how random, how avant-garde. The French are going to use the future to talk about the future. So when we talk about when in the future I arrive, which is kind of when I will arrive, although we wouldn't really say that in English, would we? We need the future. So tomorrow, when I arrive, we can't say when I arrive in the present tense, quand j'arrive. We would need the future, quand j'arriverai. So if you're watching this video and you can't do the future, you need just go to my channel homepage, type future, and you will have the video on the method, which is rend, on how to find the future tense, the future simple. If you can't find the video, email me, order the podcast. I think they're still on half price with lockdown for the grammar. Like, they're still on half price. So in other words, the word when, quand, is very commonly misused by English speakers in the present tense. We can use the word when in the present tense. We can use the word when in other tenses. When I do a video, normally, I'm not in bed. Quand je fais une vidéo, normalement, je suis pas au lit. Je ne suis pas au lit. Present tense. When I drink my coffee, I like to take it without sugar. Quand je bois mon café, j'aime bien le prendre sans sucre. These are present tense whens. We could have a past tense when I arrived, quand je suis arrivé. But if you say when and then the present tense in English, and you actually are referring to the future, okay, then you need the future tense. So for example, when you arrive tomorrow, okay, we will be able to, go for a walk. Quand tu arriveras demain, on pourra se promener. Okay, let's do another one. When you are there, you'll see all the city. You're moving to Paris. Well, when you're there, you'll see all the city. Quand tu seras là, not quand tu es là. Okay, good. So, then I was thinking, well, if I'm teaching this method, I might as well go whole hog. And it might be me, who hasn't even brushed my hair, who's in bed, who hasn't even had a shower yet, who's supposed to go running as well. Oh gosh, something else to do. So much to do today. Got to get some various tools and bits back to my friend Les and Pat as well. I mean, it's a busy day, but I can't be asked. So in other words, if you were going to do a if you're going to do this, you might as well learn how to do this properly, which is what we do with other conjunctions. So there are other words which will use exactly the same method as this can't. In other words, when you talk about the present tense in English, when you talk about the future by using the present tense in English. So I'll probably miss one of these off because this is the benefit of having a list in front of you when you do your videos, so that you have a little bit of a, you know, an idea of what you're going to talk about. But off the top of my head, we have dès que, lorsque. No, so let's think. We have quand and lorsque. So lorsque is kind of a slightly formal when. You can't use lorsque as a question, but it's kind of quite a formal when. Like generally, when I take my coffee, you know, quand je prends mon café, lorsque je prends mon café, you know, you can use that quite formally. So dès and quand and lorsque. We've got dès que and aussitôt que. Dès spelt to D-E with the graph rather than D-E-S like some. So dès que and aussitôt que is basically as soon as. Okay? So we'll talk about those. Pendant que, kind of like while. I know there's an American, English, US, UK whilst thing going on, but kind of think of it as whilst. Pendant que, yeah, well. Une fois que. Une fois que, yeah, une fois que. I did make a little list of that anymore. Let's have a little look. Where's that one gone? I did have a little list.